I guess I'm just gonna be in PU for a while now that I'm looking at it, but well, no, I've been in PU for a while, I should say. Next couple of guys are actually in upper tiers. One of the tiers that I'm really starting to like a lot, but we'll get into that when we get into that. Today we're using Dunsparce. Dunsparce doesn't really do much, honestly. So I kind of just went with the basic set of just using Serene Grace. So I have Serene Grace, Glare, Headbutt, Coil, and I think Rock Slide. And you can honestly just already tell what it is that I'm gonna try to do. I'm just gonna paralyze people, headbutt them to death, or rock slide them to death after I've boosted up with Coil a bunch of times. And to help that out, I kind of just picked out a bunch of random random Pokemon that I just kind of really wanted to use from this tier. So we have Hitmonchan. He's not really random. I have him for spin out rocks. He has the usual set that I've been using with, Rapid Spin, Mach Punch, Fire Punch, Focus Blast. Accidentally, I meant to put Focus Punch, but he has an Assault Vest. Then we also have Absol, who's Choice Scarfed with Sucker Punch, Knockoff, Play Rough, and Mega Horn. We have Lakion Rock with the same set that I'm always using, Focus Sash, Stealth Rock, Cell Rock, Stone Edge, and Crunch. Manectric, who's a Pokemon I really don't use often, but he has Choice Specs, Flamethrower, Volt Switch, Thunderbolt, and for the last spot, what was his last move again? Oh, I see. I am dumb. I gave him Overheat. So I gave him Flamethrower and Overheat. Why didn't I just give him a hidden power? I don't know. But in any case, finally we have Gastrodon, who has the ability Water Absorb, or whatever the equivalent is. It might be Water Absorb with a different name, I don't really remember. But it's Water Absorb basically, and it has Earth Power, Scald, Clear, Smog, in case anyone tries to set up on me, and finally Recover, with the holding leftovers. So not much going on with this team composition, really, because honestly was not expecting much from Dunsparce. So let's go ahead and start this off. My opponent starts off with a Crustle. I go into Bastion here, going for a Stone Edge, thinking I could finish this thing off. I did not as much damage as I thought, considering that was a critical hit, but my opponent managed to still out Stealth Rock, so I managed to try and finish it off with a Cell Rock, which I don't manage to do. Crustle uses Knockoff, gets rid of my Focus Sash, which is pretty lame, but I go for another Cell Rock to finish it off, even though I didn't really have to. Out comes the Striker, which is way faster than me, finishes me off with a Thunderbolt. I can see it has Life Orb, which honestly doesn't really matter to me because I go here into Hitmonchan, just trying to spin out rocks. It hits me with a Volt Switch, but thanks to the Assault Vest, it doesn't really do a lot of damage. Switches out, goes into the Ditto here to copy my Hitmonchan, which is interesting, but I managed to get out of the Rapid Swing, get out of there, go into some Suck, get hit with a Fire Punch, get hit with no damage. Before that, I was actually considering going for Focus Punch, but that's when I also had Focus Blast. In any case, I go for Earth Power. My opponent switches out their Ditto to go into Kangaskhan, gets hit with Earth Power, get hit with a Fake Out that does a good amount of damage. I would say this thing was Choice Banded, but it goes for the Tectonic Rage after that, which does a good amount of damage. I managed to hit with Scald and then burn it, which is pretty good because that thing is pretty much incapacitated at that point. So my opponent switches out, going to the Striker. I go for a Recovery here to get my HP back, which is great because it pretty much brings me back to full. I get hit with a Hidden Power Grass, considering from the damage probably, but I managed to hold out and get a critical hit, which I'm pretty sure did not matter. Earth Power to finish off the Striker. Afterwards, opponent goes down into their own Hitmonchan, hits me with a Drain Punch and finishes off my Gastrodon. Here going into my Manectric, go for a Volt Switch, seeing how much damage I did, and I saw it really did not do a lot. So then I go into my Hitmonchan, gets hit with a Drain Punch, and basically all his HP comes back from that Drain Punch, and down goes my Hitmonchan after a Mach Punch. So I finally go out here into my Absol, finishes this Hitmonchan off with a Play Rough, knowing that I'm faster thanks to this Choice Step. And after my opponent switches out into their Ditto to copy my Absol, who hits me with a Mega Horn, finishes me off. And here, my opponent goes out into another Mega Horn. As I go on to Dunsparce here, I go for the Glare and then followed by the Coil to boost up my stats a bit. Thankfully, my opponent's paralyzed and can't really do anything about it. So they switch, go here into Ampharos, who is the bane of this entire strategy. So I go for Headbutt, and I know for a fact that I can't paralyze this thing since it's an electric type. So I just go here for another boost, but they have Cotton Guard, so that kind of completely messes me up. The most I can do is just keep going for Headbutts to try and flinch this thing, and I was pretty sure Headbutt would do way more damage than Rock Slide, so I didn't go bothering for that. I managed to get a bunch of flinches, which was nice, but unfortunately, after getting paralyzed, I get hit with a Focus Blast and get brought down to 5 HP. I tried to go for the glare there, just saying maybe I was wrong, but nope, I was right. And then after Discharge, down goes Dunsparce, and then after that, I'm finally left off with just Manectric. So all I can really do is lock myself into my strong move, which is Thunderbolt, and I really do no damage. His opponent goes off with the Heal Bell. I don't really know why. I don't really know why he needs Kangaskhan, but I just go for the Thunderbolt. But unfortunately, I have Lightning Rod, so I can't really do anything. So I just get hit with Flamethrower, get burned on top of that, and go for Lightning Rod, which still does nothing. For Thunderbolt, which gets absorbed by Lightning Rod, which makes it do nothing, and I get finished off with a Flamethrower. So all in all, Dunsparce sucks, and I never want to use him ever again. So I'm glad this is done and over with. Stay fresh.